A disappointing day for the Sooners. I'm Barry Tramel, along with OU writer Ryan Aber. We're here in Spokane, Washington, where earlier Thursday the Sooners lose to 12th-seeded North Dakota State, 80-75 in overtime. And Ryan, it's a game in which the Sooners played uphill the whole day, but at the end of regulation had the game in hand, let the Bison get it into overtime, and then it was over in overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. North Dakota State had a couple starters foul out in overtime, but the Bison had a couple guys come off the bench and hit some key shots, key free throws. Had a guy that hadn't hardly played at all entering those last few minutes come in, hit a couple free throws, hit a driving layup, and it was all over. It was tough for them to get to overtime after seemingly having it locked up in the last minute and a half of regulation.
Well, this NCAA tournament often comes down to who makes the big plays at the end, and today it was North Dakota State and Lawrence Alexander, a junior point guard who scored a career-high 28 points, including the tying three-pointer with 11 seconds left in regulation. The Sooners did a great job on the Bison star Taylor Braun, but Alexander really hurt them all night long.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a solid plan against not only Braun, but Marshall Bjorklund in the inside. But North Dakota State was working the ball inside out early, getting to the rim really easy. OU was leaving guys free in the back door, and North Dakota State took advantage of that, built a big lead, and OU had to claw back. But like I said, they had this game seemingly in hand with a minute and a half left.
The Sooners were outclassed on the shooting percentage all game long. For much of the game, North Dakota State had over a 20% advantage on shooting percentage, and yet the Sooners kept it close. Cam Clark with a great game down the stretch. Isaiah Cousins, a fabulous game. But Oklahoma just didn't score enough and had too many defensive lapses in critical times to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They went through a stretch of about 4 minutes late in the first half where they didn't score from the field. They went through a stretch of almost 9 minutes in the second half without scoring from the field. And it's almost a miracle that they made it to overtime with that. But North Dakota State, they knew was going to be a fabulous shooting team. This is the #1 shooting team in the country, and they certainly look like it out there tonight. But North Dakota State had a lot of easy looks. It wasn't them fighting for good looks. They were finding easy looks quick.
So a disappointing loss for the Sooners, and now Oklahoma looks on to next season, seeking an end to the NCAA tournament victory drought. Not since 2009 have the Sooners won in the big dance. Stay tuned for further OU basketball coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoma.